very good day to Dr. Sida. My name is Lam Pui with matrix number BB16110369. Today I would like to explain about the differences between Incoterms 2010 and Incoterms 2020. ICC Incoterms are very important in international trade. Incoterms provide a set of contract terms for international freight delivery, which clearly define that the delivery point, the seller and buyer's responsibilities, the cost, and the risk. ICC Incoterms will be reviewed every 10 years. The first difference is the change from DAT to DPO. The most significant change in Incoterms 2020 is probably the change from Incoterms DAT, which stood for Goods Delivered at Terminal, to Incoterms DPU, which stood for Goods should be delivered at place unloaded. This means that the risk is keeping at the seller side through the unloading of the goods. The second difference is the insurance cover differs between CIF and CIP. In Incoterms 2020, CIP had increased their insurance requirement to clause A, which is from clause C to clause A. In this case, the insurance requirement of CIP is properly refers to Institute of Cargo clause, as CIP is most often used for manufactured goods, while at the same time CIF keeps the same insurance requirements, which is still remain the same to refers to clause C, which is refers to the Institute of Cargo clause. The third difference is the listing of costs. Okay, as costs were a big issue in the Incoterms 2010, so in Incoterms 2020, all the costs are now listing in the allocation of cost section in A9 or B9 to define all the cost obligations. To avoid the carriers often change their pricing structure, this change of Incoterms 2020 had detailed that the seller is responsible for the cost incurred up to the point of delivery, while the buyer is just responsible for costs beyond that. The third difference is the security requirements. Incoterms 2020 made the security requirements and cost obligations become more prominent to fulfill the carriage requirements. The security-related allocation have been added to A4 and A7 of each Incoterm rule, and the necessary costs associated have been added to A9 or B9. The fifth difference is the seller and buyer using own transport. Incoterms 2010 assumed that the transport of goods between seller and buyer would be carried out by third-party carrier, which do not state clearly that the transport is provided by the seller or the buyer. But now Incoterms 2020 clarifies the position of whether the buyer or the seller will provide the transport, and both of them are required to arrange at their own cost for the carriage of goods from the named place of delivery. The sixth difference is the assist of FCA and bill of lading. Incoterms 2020 update as it pertains to the bill of lading, which is important document to ocean freight shipping. For FCA or free carrier, Incoterms 2020 updates allow that the buyers to instruct carriers to issue a bill of lading with an on-board notation to the sellers, so the regarded sellers may show a proof of the goods that had been delivered. The last difference between Incoterms 2010 and 2020 is the aspect of presentation and design. Incoterms 2020 rules have much more extensive explanatory notes with better diagrams, a different structure for users, and a reordering of rules to make delivery and rates more obvious. while maritime related rules still haven't changed and remain at the back of the rulebook, as they still might be used for a huge number of bark commodities. Even though my explanation is not going too deep, but I hope that my explanation is enough for you to understand the basic concept of the differences between Incoterms 2010 and 2020. Thank you.